The Whispered Truth. In a quiet village, there lived an old man named Mr. Harris. His wife had passed away years ago, and they had never been blessed with children. Now, he lived alone in a small, time-worn house at the end of the street. His days were slow and quiet, tending to his little garden, sitting on his porch, and watching life pass him by. One day, as Mr. Harris struggled to carry groceries home, a young girl named Emily noticed him. She rushed over and offered to help. He hesitated at first, not wanting to be a burden, but her warm smile reassured him. From that day on, Emily started visiting regularly. She helped him clean, brought him food, and most importantly, kept him company. But small villages have sharp tongues. People began whispering. "Why is that young girl always with the old man?" some muttered. "It's improper," others said. Even Mrs. Thompson, an elderly woman known for spreading gossip, shook her head. "It doesn't look right," she told anyone who would listen. Emily heard the rumors. She saw the disapproving glances. But she didn't stop visiting. She knew what loneliness felt like, and she refused to let Mr. Harris suffer in silence just because people chose to judge what they didn't understand. One evening, Emily arrived at Mr. Harris's house and found him sitting on the porch, his eyes filled with sadness.
"Emily, I heard what people are saying. I don't want their words to hurt you. Maybe it's best if you stop coming."
"Mr. Harris, I don't care what they say. I know the truth. You've been nothing but kind, and you don't deserve to be alone. If people choose to judge kindness, that's their burden, not mine." Tears welled up in Mr. Harris's eyes. It had been a long time since anyone had stood by him, despite what the world thought. As the weeks passed, the rumors grew. Mrs. Thompson's voice was the loudest of them all. But then, one cold evening, something happened that no one expected. Mrs. Thompson fell ill. For years, she had gossiped about others but never built real friendships. Now, she lay in bed, weak and alone. Days passed, and no one came to visit her. No one brought her food. No one asked if she was okay. Then, there was a knock at the door. She opened it to find Emily standing there, holding a warm meal. "I thought you might need this," Emily said softly. Mrs. Thompson's eyes filled with tears. She had spent her life tearing others down, yet the very person she had judged was the one who showed her kindness when she needed it most. From that day on, the village whispers grew quieter. People saw Emily's heart, not the rumors. They learned that kindness isn't something to be questioned, it's something to be cherished. And as for Mr. Harris, he was never alone again.